It's April, and it's time for another Top 5 Wednesday. I don't know what this is, but I'm doing it. Yeah. So Top 5 Wednesdays is a Goodreads group. I will link all the information down below in case you want to join, or if you want to see others that fit into this topic, because it's fun. And today's Top 5 Wednesday topic, if you haven't guessed already by the thumbnail and the title of this clip and probably my tweet and everything else in between, books that would make wonderful, beautiful, amazing games. And not just any games, video games. Now, I will not lie, I am a horrible, 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 horrible video game player. I have the inability to play most video games. I'm like Bambi on ice. I usually end up facing the sky or looking at my feet and shooting myself, blowing up myself, which is why I primarily stick to puzzle games. Those ones are safer. You usually don't die in those kind of things. If anything, you end up stuck in a level because you just can't figure it out, which is annoying, but yeah, that's a thing. And while I am not an avid video game player or a very talented video game player, I do love the art and the story in a lot of the games that are out there right now. I love watching other people play and commentating on what they're doing, even if they want to slap me because I'm so annoying. People need to know my opinions. I mean, really, who doesn't want to know my opinions? Most people, usually. Which is why I spend so much time talking to a camera. I don't know what that says about me. That is something for future April to worry about. But now I am going to give you my top 5 favorite books that I think would make wonderful, awesome, and amazing video games. Some of these books will be no-brainers because they themselves contain video games in them. It's the whole premise of the story. But I had to include them because they called to me, they screamed, pick me, and I don't ignore books when they say that to me. Hence why my library is so amazingly huge at the moment. I need to purge. There needs to be some purging. I love you all. It's okay. And the first book is no exception to that preface. Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. This story is based off a virtual reality world where the creator of this virtual world sets up a will within the game, setting off this gameplay where you have to find clues and pieces in order to become the one who will inherit all of his fortune. I love the concept of virtual reality. It might actually be something that I myself can do because I don't have the coordinations to hit the right buttons at the right time or remember the combinations. It's just not intuitive for me in any way, whether it be on a keyboard or on a remote control, whatever those things are called. So the fact that at some point in the future we might have this full-on virtual reality world where it feels like we're actually there and we're using our own bodies as a controller, I'm all for that. I want to see that. And the fact that this world alone is so full of 80s references, it makes me smile to no end. Something about that just, it triggers something in my heart and I want to see it real. It's something that I hope will happen in my lifetime. It will happen in my lifetime. What am I talking about? This thing will be an awesome video game. And along those same veins, I have to bring up Illuminae by Amie Kaufman and Kristoff. This is a space adventure of a colony that is destroyed and they're running for their lives and everything is just going wrong all the time with the ship, with the people, with the pursuers, and physics in general. It's all the sci-fi. It's all the sci-fi in one book. It's amazing. Now I can see this game as one of those worlds in which you're dropped off into this completely empty spaceship. The sirens are going off. Things are just in disarray and you have to go through all the rooms and you have to find clues and figure out what is going on, what has happened here, and how to get off this spaceship. I like puzzle games. Puzzle games are one of my favorite to play. Like I said, because it's one of those things that you usually can't die on, you just get stuck. This book itself is laid out in almost the same fashion as that, where you've got surveillance, you've got emails, you've got chat, you've got all those little pieces that come together to tell this story, which is why I thought about it when I was thinking about what book would make a really good video game. Plus these books just seem to go together. It's all about the aesthetic. I mean, really, it truly is. And then leaving the sci-fi realm and shifting over into the fantasy realm, which is another huge, great big thing of video game world, I have to bring up His Majesty's Dragon by Naomi Novik. The concept of having dragons in the Napoleonic War, I think, is very intriguing and lends itself very well to gameplay. You're flying around on your dragon, you're trying to take out Napoleon's army. What screams video game than that? I know there's all kinds of war games out there. Why not just throw in some dragons? I mean, really? Why hasn't anybody done this yet? Somebody might have. Let me know if they have. And then I have to bring up Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel because I couldn't stop thinking about the concept of the Oregon Trail when I was thinking about this story. It would be great, this whole kind of almost apocalyptic event has happened and you're roaming around with your little caravan trying to find some place to go. You're learning about the people, you're just trying to survive and find that safe place. That is this book. I think the Oregon Trail aspect would be really cool, but just with this storyline instead. I'd play it. I'd probably die of diphtheria, but I'd play it. And finally, last but not least, I had to bring up this book. There was no way I could not talk about video games and not talk about this book, and that is Solarversia by Toby Downton. This book is absolutely amazing in its concept of virtual reality and augmented reality. Those two things together would be epic. And I know he is trying to make the concepts that are in this book a reality. The idea and premise behind this is that there's this year-long game that is set in this virtual and augmented reality, and you try to be the winner for that year. There's so many concepts in this gameplay. I find it absolutely fascinating, and all the different references to all other kinds of gameplays all roll up into this one story. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I want to see this as a reality. I really do. I think that technology is slowly coming together to a point in which this can become a reality, which is why I am so excited about all of it. Plus the story is just fun and the references in it. I like it. It was so well done. So this is my number one. Please make video game now. That was a sentence and it was complete. Just make it. And as you can tell, the battery died on that light. Thank you, Light. So those are the 5 books that I would like to see as video games. I don't know if I'd be able to play all of them very well, but they intrigue me enough that I think I'd probably purchase them anyways. Tell me down below which book you would like to see made into a video game and how that video game would look and feel, and which of these 5 books you would most likely play if it were a video game. I heart your beautiful faces. Bye.